Hello. Hi, hi. Hello, Miss Fiston. Hello, Miss Snifty. Hey, Lester. How are y'all doing? Hey, Mark. I should put the night off. Nice. How would this work? Oh, wait. Could I add a shadow to chat and then like no? Oh, you know what? Actually, that does work. Hold on. They block live streams? Oh no. Hold on, this is actually sick. I can add a shadow and a stroke to chat. Oh god, why is the default stroke white? There we go. That'll help chat show up a lot better. There we go. Wow, yeah, that looks a lot better. A lot better. That's just like the default settings. Oh. But yeah, maybe like that, and then that's good. And also, I wanna. You know what? Actually, maybe the shadow's too much. No, that. Oh, that's what that is. Yeah. There we go. And then... that'll do. I'm doing alright. Let me change this really quick. There we go. Make it less dramatic with the coloring. How many horns do I have? 0. I know, I got like 70 likes in the last video and I got 0. I have put in a complaint to Capcom already. I told them I did a stream that says 1 like equals 1 majestic horn, but unfortunately I didn't get any, and I have yet to hear back from them. Hopefully that's soon, because that should have worked. I mean, yeah, you know what's funny is I totally forgot, or like I don't know, it just slipped my mind that would be coming so soon. What is it, Omega, right? I was just like, oh, that'll be cool when it comes out, and then I just fucking ignored it, and then I was like, oh, wait, that's the 29th, hold on, that's a couple days. Yeah, not having 70 horns for sure. I am doing solo, yeah. Omega Planetis. 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 Please. Benny, please. Oh, jeez. Thank you, Lester. Oh, it shows your icon. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. I hope your work is going well. Oh. Pino. Yeah, when I use Discord, I will, basically... When's your icon? I'm not sure, honestly. I think, since I changed the way I do chat, which is both better and worse, unfortunately. I like the old alerts that I had because it was cool. I could like customize it a lot. This one I can't. I don't think I can really customize it. So I mean, but it works for both Twitch and YouTube, which I am streaming on Twitch until they tell me I'm not allowed to. Yeah, I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, I should have brought traps and stuff. This is also partially practice. Well, not even partially, like... Well... I feel like I don't necessarily need practice with the bow, for at least what I was doing. Also, I brought sleep coatings and no bombs. I'm just gonna restart. Hold on. Why would they prohibit you? Have you seen some of those streamers? Yeah. Twitch is an extremely odd platform. It's very, very strange, but they have things against multi-streaming, and people just do it despite them saying it's not allowed. And you know what's funny is I usually stream at 10,000 kilobits per second. I have to stream at 6,000 now because that's the highest I can do on Twitch. So, crazy. Alright, bombs. Bombs. Rope. Sorry, Link. I don't take credit. Come back when you're a bit... Is this real? 4 years ago? Was that before AI? This is better. This one's the one I remember. Man, this game needs to shut up.
Lamp oil, rope, bombs. You want it?
No.
Twitch moderation sucks. It's not profitable for Amazon. UI is ugly and their ads are annoying. Dude, Twitch is so monetized, it's actually insane. Also, yeah. More shoes kind of my goat over here. Also, I'm pretty sure this is public domain. It's a really good song. I actually really like Ave Maria. And yes, I first heard it in Hitman. Yeah, Twitch and YouTube are weirdos, but Twitch specifically is so weird. They're such babies, seriously. Yeah, face reveal. Yeah. I gotta remember what I... So, okay, flash... Oh, traps. AI could never recreate this. I saw one thing. It was like, what's his name? Morshu? Yeah, Morshu. It was like, oh my god, I can't remember. What is this?
Oh my god, how the fuck do you sentence makes no shoe like that? He only has like 2.
Okay. There was this one I saw where it was just the... Oh, Jesus. What the hell is this? What the hell is... Oh. I pushed Control D on PPSSPP and it opened up the fucking hex editor. Cool. Oops. Okay. But yeah, there was this one tweet I saw. It was like they were doing sentence moshing, or what do they call it? Sentence mixing, whatever, with Morshu, but like it was just his line that he says already, and it was really funny. Sentence mixing, sentence smashing, banana. You know what I mean? Heavy weapons guy. Yeah, I like Nekor a lot. It's pretty good. And I saw this one. It's a free model. It's there's a link in the description. And yeah, I think it adds a lot. It's also just practice. The main reason I wanted to do it is, well, first of all, I have a webcam now, and I did that for a job that I didn't get, but that's whatever. I was just about to say I should probably kill these guys. You got a typhoon? Holy shit. Hopefully you all are okay. Hopefully your people and your things are good. Yeah, the frog blink is because I think the tracking is imperfect, but it's pretty funny. Oh god. I don't think it's dead. I'm kind of surprised it didn't hit me. Oh, it was dead. I think that's all of them. Famous last words. Yeah. It sucks. It's all bad. I put my cars in the shop again because one of the speakers stopped working, and they're telling me it's going to be like $800 to fix. And I don't know anything about cars because that's just not my thing. But I was told in no uncertain terms that I should realize when I'm being scammed or whatever. So I guess that. And I'm still at my shitty bakery job where I'm not paid enough money. But all things considered, I guess it could be worse. Because it could always be worse. I feel like most people, well, I feel like some people don't realize that Portable Third is not just like a portable version of third generation, or Tri. Because for the longest time I was not aware that Portable Third was its own game. I fucked up. Actually, I have paintballs. This is fine. I just shot. I don't really have anyone I can ask. I actually just today kind of cut ties with a family member because while they are one of the only people who have ever really supported me when I needed them, they're also just completely insufferable and extremely toxic, and I can't deal with that anymore. I asked them for help and they told me that like I should be grateful that they helped me at all in the first place, and that like I should just figure it out. So I've said to them, well, thank you for your help. I think we're done talking now. And I'm not gonna unblock them. That just also means that I don't really know what's gonna go on. But, you know. It's not like they've been helping me every day or anything, but when I was gonna come short, they would kind of help out. But it's not like, you know, like if she's gonna help me, then fucking help me, but whatever. It's a whole thing. If you know me, you know that I hate cars. Wait, I don't need to use traps. What am I doing? Let's see if this works as well as it did the other time. Yeah, they really do suck. Hey, what's up, Retro Ray? Thank you, Bob. The first time I did this, like focusing on arc shots, it was a low rank, or sorry, it was a low roll health. So let's see if it works as well here. I fucking hate that, dude. There's absolutely no way I can find out when it's gonna do that. How was I supposed to know it was gonna do that instantly? Cars are a money pit, they really are. Unfortunately, depending on where you live, it's also a necessary thing. I'm very fortunate that I can walk to where I work. It's gonna be really annoying, especially because it's really hot here, but like I can do it. But if I want to get anywhere else, and if I want to get groceries and stuff like that, I just can't do that. Like, if I had to, I guess I could get groceries and bring a backpack or something, but like, I would kind of, you know, obviously rather not. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the interview. I had a friend kind of vouching for me, and you know, I feel like it went pretty well, but that's how it always goes. I remember I had an interview once with McDonald's a long time ago. Obviously, I'm kind of happy I didn't get the job, but it was just crazy because it's like I got there early and everything, and I was all dressed up and shit, and then she came in and sat down, and like right off the bat, I could tell that like she was really, like, her mind wasn't focused on the interview at all. And so I don't even remember how long it took, but it was like a 5-minute interview, and then she's just like, all right, we'll call you. I'm like, okay. And then I left, and yeah, go figure, nothing happened. Okay. Come on. I knew it was gonna do that. Maybe 3 I could do. Probably do 3. Yeah, definitely could do 3. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't want to work at McDonald's. It was at the time, I don't know when it was, sometime around 2013, sometime after I lost my home, and I was just kind of desperate to have anything. Go? Lol. Yeah. I would say it worked out, but it didn't really. I was worried that was too early. Yeah. More recently, when I was looking for the job I currently have, I was calling them, like, people every day and stuff. And, you know, I mean, the funny thing is, when I got where I'm working now, like, they ended up calling me, and it was, like, the day after I applied. And they were like, would you like to come in for an interview? And I'm like, well, yeah. And then I did. And they were like, okay, could you start next Monday? I'm like, yeah. So it's just got to line up, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is going, I mean, I don't know if, I think I'll definitely mention the use of flash bombs in the video, but I'm not going to do it for the test, for the, uh-oh. Okay, I thought I came in too early. I'm not going to do it for the example hunt. But yeah, this is actually kind of crazy how effective. This is actually insane how effective this is. Just doing arc shots. Alright. First roll of the day, the night. Yeah, tomorrow I gotta walk to work. And it's a twisted horn. I got like 4 of them. Crazy. Oh, jeez. Oh. Hey, I really appreciate it, Bob. Thank you. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Sorry, I don't like to complain, especially like this, but I really do appreciate it. I was thinking earlier, it's kind of funny. Thank you. It's kind of funny, I've been uploading a lot onto my second channel. And there's this weird thing I read about, like, the YouTube Shorts, like, monetization scheme or plan or whatever. It's really odd. It's kind of cool, but it's very odd. Apparently they pool all of the money that all the shorts make on YouTube, and then they hand it out based on, like, your views. Which is kind of crazy. It's really crazy, because they can't monetize, like, every short, you know what I mean? Thank you. Yeah, honestly, I think I've been practicing a couple of weapons, and I think bow with the arc shots is really where it's at. Honestly, I don't even think I need combines because of how it works. Or traps. I mean, traps would be nice, obviously, but I think. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Really been trying to rethink. Everything's trying to copy TikTok. If I wanted that, I'd just go there. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. I like to have like somewhat of a spread of, you know, types of content, I guess. And personally, I didn't rest or eat the. I keep saying rest. Did I even save? I don't think I saved. I did. I didn't. I did. Personally, I watch YouTube Shorts every now and then. Like, even on my PC, which is kind of funny. That's when I realized, like, I could probably make shorts. When did you... yeah, I don't know. It's very odd. It's not beating the viewer points from Twitch. I think that's a much better system. But... Alright. I took a bath. I'm going to do the quest. Yeah, I was trying to think about... It's just been kind of disheartening, I guess, you know? It's you know, it's a whatever. But, like, I've been doing this for, like, I don't know, 6-8 years. And whenever I see other content creators, like, with their ability to do things, and then I compare it with my own. Obviously, comparison is the thief of all joy or whatever, but, like, at a certain point, I would like to be something that resembles what they have. And it just sucks, because, like, I feel like, I mean, I don't talk about my situation a lot, but, like, if I lived with my family, if they were, like, supporting me and, like, you know, enabled me to do this, then yeah, I could upload much more consistently, you know what I mean? But that's not the case. The fact is, I'm out here on my own, and I'm just kind of doing what I can, you know? And, you know, it's not just people saying, like, hey, when's the next video coming out? Like, you know, I feel it myself too, shit. Where it's just like, sometimes I'll just be like, I really need to start working on the next video, you know, because it's not even a money thing on the YouTube videos, because like I make like $30 a month from ad revenue, I guess, which if unless you know, if you don't know, YouTube doesn't pay out ad revenue unless it's like 100 or higher, so I can go multiple months without any ad revenue, and I do. And I'm not gonna lie and pretend like, oh, I just do this for the love of the game or whatever. I just do this for whatever. Like, you know. I know, call me naive, call me whatever, but my initial goal for my life would be to make music, to work on music, to play shows, to be a musician. That fell through horribly. Yeah. I should eat the shorts. I should be doing that, yeah. I mean, he's been telling us this all year. He's been telling us this for years now. Thank you, Lester. But yeah, it's just been a nightmare. I've stayed away from my family for a lot of reasons. But, yeah, oh, he's gotta be asleep. I'm gonna melee attack him. Keep this one, chat. Oh, come on. Not asleep yet? Oh, he's got to be, like, right there. Surely. There it is. They do call me the gamer. Oh, I didn't bring bombs. Shit. Well. Yeah, it's just a whole thing. I feel like a lot of people, they kind of get the wrong idea about me. And that's fine. At a certain point, I really don't care. But also at a certain point, I would rather people know than, you know, kind of make up their own ideas, I guess. Yeah. I should have bought it from Morshu, dog. He doesn't take credit, you know? I gotta come back when I'm a little, richer. Why don't we get another Morshu in Legend of Zelda? Or do we? Is Morshu like a thing? Is he a recurring character? Is he like, what's his name, Tungle or whatever? But yeah, the necessity to make money makes life worse for like every single person on the planet. I swear to God. Shit. Okay. If I could just focus on the things that I'm passionate about, you know, etc. Is Diablos always aggressive in every Monster Hunter? Not, I mean, kind of, yeah. Kind of depends on what you mean by that, but in low rank, Freedom Unite for sure, he was just a slow ass. In low rank and high rank Guild Hall, and in the low rank village quests, like, he was extremely slow, to the point where it was very annoying. Because when he's enraged, you can't use Sonic Bombs on him, but he's still really slow. But in 3rd gen, at least in Portable 3rd, they gave this guy a crack. Like, he's oppressive for sure. Like, the role that Tigrex filled in Freedom Unite is now Diablos. And even in that game, he was pretty oppressive. Tungle, yeah. I was thinking of Tungle with 2 N's. It's like a Hamachi alternative. If you don't know what Hamachi is, then that's probably even more confusing. Whoa, he's gonna do it with a triple charge. Triple caution! Triple caution! Samir! You are breaking his horns! Samir, we will not finish the hunt! Shut up, don't tell me how to fight. Yeah, I mean, look at this, bro. Like, what? He's still enraged, I think. Ah! Okay, that hits me. I might be dead. Oh. Yeah. Portable 3rd Diablos jump scare. Hello, skeleton in your closet. How's it going? Good to see y'all. I've been streaming a lot on my second channel, and I really enjoy the freedom to kind of just do whatever I want. But it's really nice to come back here and just have like a lot of people to talk to, if that makes sense. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, we're fine. We're chill. He's not enraged. But honestly, I don't even want to attack him until I kill these guys. Is this guy dead? No. Now he is. Now, oh. Yeah, no, this is fine. This is perfect, actually. Hold on. He's leaving? Nah. Why did they do that? Why did they design it like that? That's crazy. Oh shit, his horn's not even broken yet. Whoops. Now it is. Ever try Metal Gear Solid running through side ups while listening in? Nice. I have. You mean Peace Walker? Or like the PSP one? But I have also played through Solid. Solid's really good. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And then we sheath, he jumps up, and then I throw a flash bomb at him. And then I do it again. I did play Peace Walker, but it ran at 20 FPS, and I honestly couldn't do it. That being said, now that I have, I know that might sound insane or ridiculous, but I really couldn't. Now that we have lossless scaling, where I can upscale, or I can frame gen to 60 FPS, like, honestly, I would consider playing it, for sure. Dude, Diablo's getting fucked right now, oh my god. Actually getting fucked. This is actually ridiculous. This is brutality. This is animal brutality. Animal cruelty, rather. This is such an effective way to deal with him. It's like kind of insane. The only thing I can't really do is cut his tail off, but I mean, if you need Diablo's tails, I think there might be a capture, and if not, then I mean, you can do a couple of hunts with a melee weapon to get a tail. If you're farming for like horns, though, I can't really recommend anything other than bow. This is kind of crazy. Whoa! Yeah, he's mad now. Hey, Darksley, what's up? He slid on the, I should have just... Oh, I got lucky. Charge. Yep. It's not really safe to do it when he's enraged. I should either flash him or just wait, honestly. Which kind of sucks, but... Triple charge. I remember Diablos. I think last time we had Diablos was in 4th gen, right? In 4 Ultimate. Diablos is a single player exclusive monster though, kind of like Lunastra used to be. White mana is crazy? Yeah, true. Hold on, I think I have an idea. Oh, well, he's not enraged anymore. I think I can shoot him when he's charging. I just have to charge before he, you know, before he charges. I only have evade extender. I just have base evasion. I'm just kind of built different. I don't like evading on my example hunts, but I like rolling through attacks. It's fun. For whenever I'm like farming or whenever I'm like streaming, I'll just roll through stuff. He's almost dead. He's capturable right now. Easy. Old World is every game other than Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World's the only new world game. This is portable third, yeah. Oh. I don't think I can get this. Yeah. When he's enraged, honestly, you gotta like flash him or just wait. That sucks. Wait, did I hit him? I think I hit him with the shot going up. I can't do that. I'm just gonna... I'm realizing that that's far too greedy. Wilds is the Forbidden Lands. It's not New World. Yeah, I mean, the old games are more, like, chunky, for sure. There's a definite, like, when I first played 3rd gen, I honestly was kind of lost. Like, I was getting my ass kicked by a Rathian, because, like, the animations were so much smoother. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh my god, please. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Oh my god. Hope you guys like the memberships. If you'd like to, you can join the Discord. There's a membership channel. Yeah, thank you, Blaze. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you guys are being so supportive right now. I really appreciate it. Honestly, I should probably stream more here, and I should probably stream more of the games that I am streaming. It's kind of easy to say because, like, I'm having a decent time and I found a strategy that works. But honestly, I wouldn't have found this out if a viewer didn't tell me about this, like, last stream, so... Yeah, thank you so much. Uh-oh. Oh. Like, I can't do that in the video. Now that I don't have the, Yeah, he's like 1 HP. He's probably gonna try running away pretty soon. There we go. Now that I don't have the power coatings, I can just kind of shoot when I have an opportunity, rather than having to having to max charge all the time. Oh, that was the triple charge. Yeah, there's great things that I love about the old games, and then there's great things I love about the new ones, for sure. Like I've said before, and I always will say, that, like, Freedom Unite Longsword is still one of my favorite versions of the weapon. Oh god, I'm getting greedy again. Can I do this? Oh, he's running. Yeah. I feel like I'm pretty good at rolling. I mean, I kind of have to be good at rolling because I have to be good at countering in the new games. Like, my timing has to be good in the new games, otherwise I just die. Yeah, thanks, I like your comment. Appreciate it. I don't know. I really do think that there's good and bad, of course, for the new and the old. And while I personally prefer to experience the game as it was intended, for better or worse, oh my god. There is a part of me that wonders, like, what would Wilds and World feel like? I was thinking about this earlier today. Imagine, I wanted to see if I could find a collection of mods. Maybe it already exists. Maybe it's an ice. I'm not really sure. But imagine, like, World, right? Where you don't have icons of the monsters at all. No icons of the monsters, ever. Like, never. Not even when you max out your scout flies. And the scout flies, they don't, like... They don't give you a waypoint. They don't give you, like, a breadcrumb. They don't give you a GTA, like, you know, waypoint on the ground. They just do that thing where they point you towards where the monster is, and only if your tracking is high enough, right? I think that would be honestly, personally, a better experience. But that's not the experience that they intended. That being said, yeah, I think that would be way better. And like then once you're fighting the monster, if you're like, oh, I'm not sure when we can capture it, then you can go get more tracks and then maybe level it all the way up or whatever. Honestly, I think it would be even better just even without paintballing. But then again, maybe people wouldn't like that. But I just think that the 5th gen onward it has like such a different system than the old games where it's kind of harder to lose the monster even without the icons. In the older games, I feel like paintballs are necessary because like there's no way you can't look from one area to another area and see that the monster's not there. You have to actually go there. You know what I mean? So paintballs are essential. Paintballs in the old game without paintballs or auto tracker, etc. Like it just wouldn't work. But I think paintballs don't really matter as much in the new games, and I really think that like a tracking system like that would be a lot better. But hey, Engineer Fit, how's it going? Yeah, that being said though, I mean, I don't think Wilds is too easy. I really don't. I still don't. I think it's just as hard as it needed to be. And then the end of the game is harder, you know what I mean? I think that's fine. I think the beginning of the game or even like the first chunk of the game being kind of like maybe even too easy is fine because the difficulty in the end game is quite a bit better. I think it's a weird like thing to get caught up on. Because nobody looks at like Portable Third and thinks like honestly hold on. I would argue not even like 5-star village is that hard in this game. But like 5-star arguably like this is where the game starts getting hard, but not even. I think like this is really where things start picking up. And even then, like Duramboris is kind of a joke as long as you know his gimmick. Diablos, if you use the right weapon, is kind of a joke. You know what I mean? Like but nothing in 4-star is really gonna be like, oh, this is super hard, you know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, maybe Giganox, but again, if you just kind of learn to fight. But I guess that's the point, isn't it? That being said, you're a nerfed engineer. That being said, oh yeah, you can listen to Cantor, would be cool. I can't wait to fight Gogmazios, that'd be really cool. But that being said, I do think some of the monsters in Wild should be harder, for sure, like absolutely. I don't really have a trouble. Yeah. I don't really have trouble with the difficulty in Wilds, especially how it is now and how it's going to be later. But I do agree some of the earlier fights should have been harder. Specifically like Harabami and Quemetries, for example. There's a couple other ones that should be harder. Honestly, I think Chatakabra could be a little bit harder, sure. But yeah. But yeah, I think World with no monster icons with just the tracking, I think that would be really cool. Because that could potentially be a very awesome thing where, like, you even as a group, you could split up, you can gather tracks, you can follow your scout flies that only give you a direction, not an actual path to follow. It just says it's off in this direction. And then you kind of have to use the rest of your senses to find it. You know, you have to look around, you have to hear, you have to listen. And the game has really good soundscape, and from what I can understand, you can hear the monster from like other parts of the map, which is they should have like even beyond the idea of game balance, they should have went harder on that as a feature. Like that would have been so cool. Yeah, I mean, Kezu in 2nd gen was really tough. Again, once you figured out the gimmick, it's not really that bad, but when I first did it, yeah, it was brutal for sure. I don't think there's mouse control on PPSSPP. And I do, yeah, I use the emulator. Like, if I pause here, you can see. It's one of the best emulators I think I've ever used. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, simplicity can be very fun, for sure. You can use mouse. I wouldn't doubt that you can use, like, the clicking and stuff, but I don't think you can actually use, like, the mouse, can you? Or maybe you could? I think you can at least like use an external program to like bind moving the mouse. Is there? Okay. Huh. That's cool. I guess you could use it like the touch screen, huh? But that's a bit different. Let's see. The funny thing about Gogmazios is I feel like not a whole lot of people fought him, because he's like in G rank and 4U, isn't it? At the very least, I never fought him. I like got to GU and 4U, and then I just kind of stopped playing. And 4U was like arguably the game that I started with. I played a lot of Freedom Unite, but then like my first like real game after that was 4U. Controller broke months ago, too much of a bum to buy a new one. I mean, I feel that. I would recommend the Xbox controller, but if you can't get that, you know, there's other like, I don't know, aftermarket or whatever. He's not in GU, yeah. Yeah, Leshen was not my favorite fight. The ending monster in this one is Amatsu, which we got back in Rise, which is a really cool fight. Yeah, people do still remember Behemoth. It looks really cool. Sorry, Omega looks really, really cool. Yeah, Leshen was awful. I didn't like it, but I mean, you know. Yeah, no one likes Leshen. I feel like that's. I mean, if you like the monster, that's fair. If you like the fight, that's fair too. But the added mechanics were awkward. The hitboxes were not at all accurate. You know, like it's a shame because it could have been really cool. But yeah, when Omega comes out, I'll be for sure trying that out. And same with Gogmazios. I've yet to see one Leshen lover. I'm sure they're out there, but yeah, I you know, obviously I'll be like, hey man, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm glad that you like it for sure. I'm glad it exists for the people who like it, but I don't know if they exist. Oops. Oh. I don't like shoe hunting other monsters that don't really fit the Monster Hunter style. I think that's fair, yeah. That being said, I really... Not for Monster Hunter specifically, but I love it when they do crossover events that add features or even enemies from other, you know, IPs or whatever. I think that's really cool. Because it's one thing to add Ace Attorney's skins. It would be another entirely to add, like, a trial that you had to go through, you know what I mean? Even if it was just story. Which, I mean, I guess it would have to be, right? You know what I mean? Adding Behemoth or Omega as an actual fight, even Leshen, even though it wasn't very good, it didn't translate very well, rather. Like, I think that's such a cool thing, and I can't help but love that. If not for Monster Hunter, just in general. Just the principle of it, you know? I think it's really cool. Yeah, the Attack on Titan Joe skin. Like, those are kind of silly, where it's just like a reskin of a monster, but if it's an actual, like, you know, new fight, I think it could be potentially extremely, extremely cool. Praying for the Delex to not fuck me right now. Oh! Oh my god. What? Where are my paintballs? I thought I had paintballs selected, I swear. I would like to make a Monster Hunter like game, and I would get silly with it for sure. Yeah, like here, if I charge here, well, now he's digging, but he's digging in his butt, twin. Okay. It's not turning around, bro. There we go. Oh, okay. I pushed Q. Push Q. I pushed circle. Yeah, I don't know, like, anything about Final Fantasy. I feel like most people know about Final Fantasy through the MMO, which is fine and cool, but, like, I've only ever played the first game. I mean, I've played a couple of the games, but I only beat the first one. I got pretty far in 10, but that was when I was 10, basically. And it got weird towards the end, so I kind of stopped playing it because I didn't want my parents to like watch me playing this weird game. Or at least that's how I felt. It was something about like, what's her name, Yuffie or whatever, getting married or some shit. And I was just like, this is odd. This is kind of weird. My parents are gonna be like, what the fuck's going on? So I just stopped playing. I like Kefka. He's really cool. I mean, if you know anything about me, I like my clowns. Dude, I can't even use the Sonic Bombs because Bo is just so strong. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I tried playing Final Fantasy XIV, and people are like, "Oh yeah, the game's really good" or whatever. I played like 10 hours or something, and I was like, "This isn't very good." They're like, "Oh yeah, the story's really good" or whatever. I'm like, I mean, maybe it gets good, but like the start of the game is not enjoyable to me, obviously. But I also didn't really play with a friend. I mean, I did play with a friend, but he didn't join me for any of it, so. Oh, Capcom and Square are friends? That's actually kind of cool. All Final Fantasy games get weird towards the end, true. The funny thing is, I think I only really played Final Fantasy 1 because of Dissidia, or Disgaea. Not Disgaea, Dissidia, like Duodecim. And what's his name, Garland? Garland's such a cool character. Or at least I love his design, you know what I mean? Of course, when I played Duodecim, of course, I mained Sephiroth. I mean, come on. But I also played a handful of the other ones, too. It's a very fun game, even though I feel like if I fought against anyone in general, but even if they knew what they were doing, or just in general, I'd probably get my ass kicked. You guys play video games in front of your parents? I used to, back when I was playing PS2 on the living room television. And then I started playing PC games later. He's almost already dead. I think what happened, the fight earlier, like that was, I think, a high roll Diablos. This is like a normal or a low. Uh-oh, I got in too early. That's kind of crazy, dude. I want to say this is like the most consistent way to deal with Diablos at this stage. I'm sure there's, well, okay, not the most. I'm sure there's some other optimal. I forgot about the one time I could have used a Sonic Bomb before he died. Imagine he does it again. Diablos, you have the opportunity to do the funniest thing. Yeah, Garland is just like super basic. He's like the doesn't he like just die at the beginning? Or does he come back? I don't actually know, but yeah. In Final Fantasy 1 specifically. Okay, I think I might just fight the guy normally. I don't think he's gonna dig. Yeah. I think Garland was in Stranger in Paradise, but I mean, the only thing I know about that game is when he goes, bullshit, and he starts playing Limp Bizkit or something. Like, what the fuck was that? Final Fantasy creative director is like still in his emo phase, and you know what? Hey, fair enough. He chimed in with a "Haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door?" As much. Wait, what? Much better to something. I don't remember. Goddamn door. No, much better to face these types of things in the sense of poison rationality. Again. Something about the Grimsby being a horror or something. I don't know. I don't remember the song. I swear, whenever I try to think of the lyrics, I don't. I don't. Yeah, I want to. What is? I want to kill chaos or whatever. Oh my god, this is brutal, dude. I cannot get recommend anyone farm out the majestic horns for the armor set. Seriously. I'm gonna get to the armor section. I'm gonna be like, don't farm for these. Yeah, I think that's fine. Or that's cool. There's a sense of cool where it's just unabashed, and it's like, you know, the whole thing where it's like, I may be cringe, but at least I'm free. You know? Kind of baller. Yeah, no majestic horns. I am 24 hunts in, and I have yet to see one majestic horn. I need 2 of them too, by the way. I may be cringe, but you're mean, and that sword is so true. I'm trying to make the armor. The smartest thing for me right now would be, well, see, that's the funny thing. The smartest thing right now would be for me to just go to high rank and farm it there, because the drop chance is way higher. But that's not the point, right? I'm trying to get it now for low rank. But going with how this is going, Capture doesn't have any chances for it. I can try it, but at least from what I can tell, Capture doesn't have any. Maybe the information is wrong. Because honestly, like, it would make sense that Capture would have a chance for it. But I don't know. As far as I can tell, yeah, as far as I can tell, it's just breaking the horns. But see, the thing is, the horn chance for majestic horns is like 8%, and that doesn't seem right, because you know. That being said, it is 8% per hunt, so I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Hey Amy, what's up? How's it going, y'all? Be sure to like and subscribe. There's links down below to my Twitter, Twitch, and Discord if you'd like to follow me or join us. There's also links to my second channel, third channel, and music channel if you'd like to check those out. I'd appreciate it. Did I? Yeah. I always forget, dude. That's not dead. Is it? Might be dead. No, it is dead. When they go flying, I don't think they're dead. Right? Yeah, like this guy's not dead. Or, you know, 0 HP. He has not Pokemon fainted. Pokemon, go smoke a bowl. Yeah, desire sensor is real. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna wait here. Famous last words. Clueless. What are my thoughts on the Great Sword? It's a good weapon. A great weapon, actually. It's a great weapon. I forgot my keybinds. Let's go farming! I can't stop losing! Come on! Come on! Kill me! I'm right here! Come on! I swear to fucking god, every time I try to wait in one area for a monster, they never show up. Every time. Loving my videos? Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Okay, bro. Yeah. I do not recommend farming for this. This will be the same, like I always say, like, go ahead and try for like, you know, maybe 10 hunts or so, but if it doesn't happen, consider just not getting it and getting whatever alternative I figure out. Assuming I figure out an alternative. Come on. I'm gonna have to melee him again. So annoying. There we go. It's really that shrimple. I can't wait to see what the, what like the, I don't know, the B team, I don't know what you would call it, but like the portable game. I want to see what the theme is, what the mechanics are, because they could do a lot. Rise like was such a curveball, you know what I mean? I never thought we would get fucking movement tech in Monster Hunter, you know what I mean? So What do you mean the portable game? I mean, Rise, Freedom Unite, Portable Third, Generations Ultimate. It doesn't seem right to say the B team. It doesn't seem right to say like the offshoot or like the spin-off, because it's not a spin-off. Monster Hunter Stories is a spin-off. Or rather, it's like its own thing. I guess you'd call it a spin-off, right? But yeah, Rise was not a spin-off. It was, you know, it was an entry. The only game that didn't get a mainline entry along with its like secondary entry, I guess, was First Gen, because that's before they really knew what they were doing. First Gen just had Freedom 1, which was just Monster Hunter 1 but portable. Monster Hunter 2 had Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate had Portable Third. Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate had Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Monster Hunter World had Monster Hunter Rise. Monster Hunter Wilds will have whatever it has. And of course, Wilds will have a G rank as well. Like, they haven't said anything about them adding G rank or Master rank to Wilds, but like, we know it's gonna happen, you know what I mean? Like, it would be extremely odd for them not to do that, even though they have done it before with Portable Third specifically. Like, it's just not, it's part of the release cycle nowadays, you know what I mean? Like, that's just the way they do things. Surely I can hit this. Yeah. 1. Count with me, chat. 2. 3. And then we pull out our flash bombs. Remember when they said the old games are harder? Oops. Dose didn't have G rank, yeah, you're right. Which is really odd, right? Like, Dose didn't have G rank and Portable Third didn't have G rank, but Freedom Unite did and 3 Ultimate did. If anything, it's more weird for Dose not to have a G rank, but it's also extremely weird that Dose was like a Japanese only release. You know what I mean? Like what was that? I haven't used my seeds, bro. For a weapon like bow, like using your seeds is actually really important. You're much more likely to run out of coatings than you are to run out of whetstones. Unless you're like sharpening after every few hits. I wanted to dodge to the left, but I guess you can't. That's really annoying. Is he dead? He's not. He is now, I think. Good. I think I can get out of this. Yeah. Has my opinion changed on the arc shot with the bow? Not really. It seems really good. I mean, it's the way I'm killing Diablos. Oh god. Whoa! I'm so chunky, bro. When is the G rank Fatalis Freddie Me Night coming out? I don't know. I don't think they're updating Freddie Me Night anymore. So yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm so big boned that I just stopped Diablos. What are the difference between heavy bowgun and light bowgun? Well, heavy bowgun is heavy, and light bowgun is lighter, and that will be reflected in its movement speed as well as its damage. Yeah, I know. I'm just messing with him. I mean, when are you gonna do a guide on the Freedom Night G rank Fatalis? I'm not too sure. By the way, if anyone in chat is not subscribed, I would really appreciate if you could do that for me really quick. It's really simple. Here, I'll show you guys how to do it. 1 second. If you guys don't know how to subscribe, go ahead and do it real quick. Let me. How do I redo this? Oh my god, I'm fucking throwing. There we go. Go ahead and you can just click on any of my videos here. I'm just clicking on this random one, just completely random video of mine, and then you can go down. It'll be here. It says join for me, but you can click that one too. That would be good too. But go ahead and do that. Just really quick. Just go ahead and do that, and like the video, like the stream right here, and the one that whatever. So, gonna do any lore videos soon? Probably not. I'm not really a lore person, and I think. Like Band Lagiacris, for example, is like way better at that. I don't know if they're still doing it. I'm assuming they are, but you are subscribed? Hell yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, that's cool. Hey. What the fuck? Today I learned that the F keys load the save states? Oh man. Well, I don't think you need to show people how to subscribe. All right, for Amy and anyone else who didn't get the bit, I already made a G rank Fatalis guide, and I just showed you on screen. So go watch my G rank Fatalis guide if you wanted a G rank Fatalis guide. So yeah, the F keys will load save states. That's unfortunate. Ah well. I pushed F4 because that's my if I push it when it's not in focus, will it do it? It won't. Yeah, it's my one of my emote things. So I have F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, and F6. But if you're in game, it like loads whatever, I guess. I'm not really sure. How do I... Okay, whatever. You think I can do this? I'm gonna try to do this real quick, since I have this save open. It's just hard. There we go. Dude. Okay, I want to do it one more time. Come on. The timing is extremely strict. There we go. Alright, enough of that. Yeah, it loads the save states. It looks like F4 is the one that loads. I'm not really sure. I never thought to even use those. You can undo the load. Oh my god, I just realized it's still on screen and I fucked it up completely. Lol. There we go. There we go. That's the one. Alright. What the fuck? What the hell just happened? Oh my god, this is so scuffed, dude. I honestly hate using save states. How do I delete them? Tools? Tools. And then... Okay, save states. Here we go. Delete, 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 delete. What is this one? I actually don't know what that one is. Yeah, take this as a lesson, y'all. Don't use save states. It's not worth it. The only reason I do it is because I do it for testing and for getting footage, but like, what the hell? For like regular play, you don't really need to use save states. I mean, that's not. I guess I shouldn't say that. I don't really know. Like, I don't know. But like, you run the risk of like messing up your game. And I think I've had it done myself as well. I accidentally did it. But like, I don't know, if maybe like you were playing a game and like you have to stop playing, you have to turn your system off or something like that, then maybe a save state would be good, but I don't know. Look up a button to asking undo load. What? Oh shit. Yo, okay. I mean, there's rewind, save state, load state, previous slot, next slot. Is that what you're talking about? Toggle mouse input. Yo, that's crazy. Ugh. I would highly recommend you not play Try and stick to Portable Third. Try is not a good time. If you have to play Try, then play 3 Ultimate instead. That being said, if you just like having a really bad time, then play Try, play Dose. I would say Try is worse than Dose. In terms of just being like way more frustrating than it ever needed to be. How so? Well, I just said a lot of things. What do you mean, how so? You think it's rewind? Okay. I don't know what that means, but I don't want to use save states anyways, so don't try. I mean, you can if you want. I I think you would have a much better time, especially if you're coming from Freedom Unite, to just play Portable Third instead. I thought it would just rewind, but it says rewind, like no save, rewind save states. I don't know what that means. Because there is a rewind function in some emulators. Okay, I'm gonna stop messing around. Didn't know it was frustrating. Is it the port? There. You mean port Tanzia? Or like video game port? You gotta be more specific with these things. It is very frustrating, yeah. They give you like terrible weapons for the most of the game. Like you're stuck in like yellow sharpness when you fight Lagiacrus, basically. They're missing most of the weapons. Well, not most of them, but they're missing like a lot of the weapons. It's kind of crazy. Like I don't think Lance is in there. They don't have, like, Longsword you don't even get to use until later on in the game. It's just not a great time. Hey, thanks, Joseph. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Yeah, pretty much. Some people, they're, like, addicted to having an awful time. So if you want that, then, you know, absolutely give Try a try. I would recommend 3 Ultimate, absolutely. Yeah, let's look at like the weapons that it's missing, because it's actually crazy. Try does have medium bowgun though. Try is the only game that has medium bowgun. So Try has great sword, sword and shield, hammer, lance, switch axe, and long sword, as well as light, medium, and heavy bowgun. So if you want to use any other weapon, do not play Try. Am I streaming often? I stream more often on my second channel. It's in the description, but honestly I should stream more on this one anyways, so I'll try to do it more. I don't have a schedule, unfortunately, since my work doesn't give me a consistent schedule. It's so fucking funny when people tell me shit like when people talk to me and they obviously, very clearly are used to a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday schedule. Like the dude that's like trying to work on my car and scamming me. Bro is like literally like he's like, oh yeah, we're not open on Sunday, but we can have your car ready on Monday. And it's just like, okay, maybe to some people that's like totally fine, but I have work on Sunday and Monday. Like it just sucks. Yeah, bowgun customization is really cool. If you like bowguns, honestly, you'll probably like Try. But if you like anything else, then I can't recommend it, honestly. And Dose is extremely frustrating for a handful of reasons. Specifically the fact that there's just so many monsters in every area, and they will all just like hyperfixate on killing you, or getting you killed. And that's just not my idea of a good time. I'm a baker. It doesn't pay very well. I don't really get that many hours. But I work 5 days a week still, so it's just as disruptive as a job that would be 9 to 5. I just get paid less. Why does it do that, dude? What's my favorite thing to make? Maybe like mini chocolate chips because they taste good. I prefer mini chocolate chips. They just have a better taste. Yeah. Like, hey, are you free on this weekend? I'm like, well, I have work. And it's like, huh? It just goes to show, like, a lot of people, they take for granted what they have, and they can't really imagine someone else having a different experience. It's honestly an extremely immature way of thinking, and it's extremely frustrating to deal with people who are like that. What are your thoughts on the LGBTQ community? What kind of question is that, man? Yeah, some people don't realize what a blessing it is, yeah. It sucks, well... Yeah. Yeah. It's funny too because like even on weekdays, like it's still busy as hell all around town. It fucking sucks, bro. You would think like, oh, everyone's gonna be at work from 9 to 5. Like, nah. Traffic is still horrible. Where the fuck are these people coming from? Are they all the old people? All the old and young people? Is it like summer vacation or something? I don't know. It just sucks. Yeah, 4-day, 40 hours sounds cool. Like 10 hours a day. I would rather work more hours per day if I had more days free. Because working even for an hour in a day like is so disruptive to me. But I do have a lot of like mental illnesses, so that's probably part of it. That also does depend though, like on the job. If you're working constantly 10 hours, that sounds grueling. Ah, shit. But like my job, I do like it because it's not always work. You know what I mean? Like there is some downtime, and basically it's kind of like, you know, I come in and then I get my job done, or I get my work done, and then that's it, right? It's not like, you know, I help customers. It's not like a factory job, right? Factory jobs are different because you are constantly working from start to finish, and that's just too much, in my opinion. But again, it depends on what you're doing. If what you're doing is not really that like intense, then, you know, I'm sure it's fine. But obviously it just depends on the person. Like Amazon, for example, Amazon warehouses, that shit sounds horrible. Having to work constantly, having to work, you know, non-stop at the highest speed that you possibly can. Like, I couldn't do that. I seriously couldn't do that. But if I was working on an assembly line and it was kind of chill and I was just doing one thing out of like, you know, maybe 6 different things that people are doing, you know, especially maybe if I could even like listen to music or something while I was doing it, although that's unlikely, which fair enough. I mean, depends on the work environment. But yeah, you know, I don't know. It just sucks. Not all jobs are created equally. If someone says, yeah, I work 40 hours a week or whatever, that doesn't necessarily mean anything to me, you know? And people should just be able to survive. That's all I care about. I like taking people's orders. I'm pretty good at that, like cake orders and shit. I like talking with customers who are not annoying. I like helping people. I guess I like doing, you know, panning out cookies or like mini chocolate chips are my favorite. Oops. Yeah, pissing in the bottles. I'm good. One. 2. I was gonna say he might actually die here. Because I knew he was low. 13-hour shift, 7 days straight, then 7 days off. That's interesting. Hey. Oh my god, another twisted horn. I'm convinced this shit just doesn't exist. This sucks. Only arc shots is at the plate? I think so, yeah. I mean, I finished that hunt with 17 power coatings remaining, so I mean, I feel like that's really consistent. It feels very good. Because what I was doing before, like, you know, using melee weapons or whatever, like, it was horrible. I don't like that. I wouldn't recommend it. Is bow much more effective in hunting monsters? It depends on the fight. It depends on the fight, it depends on your playstyle, and whether or not you like, you know, using bow. Bow and, you know, range weapons are much more item dependent. So for the video, I'm for sure gonna bring, you know, books of combines. Actually, what do I have in here? Oh, it's because it has a negative attack, huh? Yeah. And then this is stamina recovery. I don't really need that. I don't really need that. So I could just, instead of that, I could just use, I could just get bullet limit, but... Do I play MHFU? I don't know what that is, unfortunately. Yes, I made a guide series for Freedom Unite, from low ranked village to G rank. It's currently complete. Although I'm still working on unlocking and covering the quests to unlock Crimson and White Fatalis and G rank. And right now, that's like the main thing. If I do that, that would basically cover almost everything, because that also includes like Elder Dragons and stuff. But that's just a nightmare. I like people who aren't annoying too. True, so true. Yeah, what's a free to me night? What are your thoughts on seed oils? I don't want to mess. I don't want to mess with the seed oil community. So they're very serious about their seeds and their oils. Holy shit, guys! Look at this. Does that not explain, like? Does that not... No skill? Yeah, that's me. That's me for real. Guys, you know what this game has taught me? If I don't have enough skill, I should just go drink alcohol. I just drank alcohol in the game, and now look. Alcohol killed my dad. Don't drink alcohol. Or at least do it socially. Don't get addicted. Don't be a slave. Don't be beholden, etc. Yeah, some people, like, when I hear people say, like, oh, the anomaly system is great, I'm just like, no? Now listen, the anomaly system in theory is great. I remember fighting Great Roggy with my friend, and I'm just like, this is actually fucking great, because it's taking a low tier monster and bringing it up to, like, you know, end game sort of standards. It's awesome, bro. Yeah, alcohol is the cause and solution to life problems. So true. Anomaly system is fine. It just takes too long. If the grind was just less annoying, I would love it. I think it would be perfect, honestly. Only drinking my buddy like twice a year. Yeah, I think the last time I got drunk was because I was... Okay, bro. I'm just gonna follow him over here. It was New Year's, and I was not in a great place, so... See? I don't drink for the taste. I drink to get drunk, so when I do drink, I drink a lot. But I don't drink a lot. Because, well, for one, it's expensive, and for two, it tastes horrible. Like, why would I do that to myself willingly? I much prefer mixed drinks. Last played Monster Hunter in 2024 because of life. I guess I'll just finish what I started. Yeah. It's a great game. It's kind of a journey, you know? Okay. Okay, why does that happen, dude? My inputs, like, stick. I think it was because I was still aiming and I, like, let go. But, like, the shot should still go off. That's so weird. I didn't really use light bowgun in DOS. I tried it in Freedom 2 and I had a fucking terrible time, but that's kind of because it was Freedom 2. Uh-oh. We're chilling. This is portable third. I've been blackout drunk once, now I'm cautious. I've never been blackout drunk. I'm always, like, very aware when I'm drunk. But I have a good time. I like being drunk. I don't like getting drunk. And I don't like you know, the effects, the consequences of being drunk. I've never done anything like stupid, fortunately, but you know, I mean, it's fun being wobbly and like, you know, loud and obnoxious and like not really caring. And it's funny because I'll say something, and as I'm saying it, I'm like, this is something I wouldn't normally say, but I'm just gonna say it because I don't care, you know? It releases my inhibitions, feel the rain on my skin or whatever. No one else can feel it for me. Only I can let it in. No one else. Etc. Do a lot of monsters have a rare material needed for its armor and weapons? Yeah. Yeah. Like Durhamboros, I think, had like the skull shell, or the tail shell, I think, and that was kind of annoying. It depends on the game, of course. Like in this one, I think they went kind of harder on that. Hey, maybe I should take my might seeds, huh? I don't drink, so I can't relate. I mean, hey, that's good. Don't start. It's not worth it. Don't smoke either. Smoking's terrible. There's like no reason to smoke. Except as like an appetite suppressant, but even then, dude, it's just not worth it. Yeah, you can do all that stuff without alcohol, but it's frowned upon. I mostly just like the feeling of it, you know? Funnily enough, when I take edibles, I feel kind of opposite. I like how my brain works differently with edibles, but I don't really like the feeling of it, if that makes sense. The first time I had the edibles that I get, like I had a full one, and I had to lay down. Like, I felt vibrating, and the way I explained it to my friend, I was like, I feel like a sine wave, and that wasn't really a good thing. Like, I felt kind of dizzy almost, you know, just kind of laying down. But ever since then, I only take half, and they're really small. Also, they taste terrible, but it's so small that that's like such a minor thing. I'm smoking and drinking right now, shut up. Look, I'm just saying, make good decisions. There was that one thing, I think Botan lost her dad, and I think before he died, his doctor was like, hey, you know, if you don't stop drinking and smoking, then, you know, it's gonna kill you. And, come on. What the? Alright, fuck this. Fuck Diablos. Diablos fucking sucks. What was it? It was like... or did he die? Yeah, it did die. Or he did die. I don't know where the clip was, but Botan talked about it, and basically what she said was like, yeah, I was oscillating. What she said was like, the doctor told him, if you don't stop smoking and drinking, then you're gonna die. And her dad was like, what the fuck? Why did... Oh my god. Her dad was like, well, I don't want to stop drinking and smoking. And so he didn't. And Botan said basically that, like, I think he was happy with his decision. And that was just kind of really bittersweet, you know? But, I mean, I don't know what it would be like. I never knew my dad, but I never had a close relationship with any family, really, but especially not my stepdad. So, to me, that makes sense, I guess. But maybe someone had, like, a closer relationship with their father. I feel like we just don't really care about our dads that much. Kind of take them for granted. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but... I don't know. Obviously, I'm not everyone. How old am I? Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? You know, it's not nice to ask a lady her age. LOL! Fuck you! Oh, he's drooling. Oh, loud, he drooling. Sorry, ma'am. Ah! Oh, I thought he was enraged. Oh. Lol. Oh, wait, that's not good. That's fine. Still not enraged. One. Two. Three. Sheath. Bonus second. What do you think about the monsters getting tired? I think it's cool. It's a bit of an odd sort of balancing decision. Because, like, I don't think it was necessarily. I do like it as a mechanic. It makes the game more interesting. But... oh my god. It's stagger locked, idiot. But yeah, like, for some monsters it makes sense. For other ones it's kind of weird, I guess. But it makes sense that all monsters get tired. It just kind of makes sense. I gotta take this bomb. Oh, whoa, huh? I didn't know that that did that. Whoa. I did not know that did that. That's very interesting. I mean, I know that sonic bombs work on, like, Remobra. Huh. Do sonic bombs work on, like, I don't know. I mean, it works on Delix, obviously, but... why is this guy so good at his monster hunting thing? Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of picked the game up one day, and, I kind of been just good at it ever since. That was, like, I don't know, a couple days ago. I've been playing this game, this series for a minute. You get blackout drunk regularly? Nerd. Yeah, right. Yeah, when it moves areas, it can't be. He puts in his AirPods. Play this game on your phone with 4 fingers? Holy shit. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you can still play it though. I think arc shots are the play, even if hitting it directly would be better, because it's honestly hard to hit the good hit zones with, like, regular shots. Dude. Why am I using arc shots? It's just effective on Diablos. If there's a baking tutorial in your monotone arcade style, I would like to. Well, maybe not necessarily for baking, but I think it'd be cool to do, like, just other stuff. Eventually, obviously. Right now, I'm just kind of known for this, but I was thinking about it earlier, like... this can only be so successful, if that makes sense. Like, the market and all that for... you know, PSP Monster Hunter, like, compared to other things. You know. I mean, if I found my niche... by the way, it's niche, right? Every time someone says niche, I'm just like, that does not sound right. Anyways, whatever. I think technically both are correct, but I just... yeah, I don't care. I found my niche. If I found my niche in, like, something that was bigger, like, I don't know, Fortnite, I wouldn't have, first of all, but... I feel like I could have potentially been more successful. Because, I mean, when was my first, like, Monster Hunter video? It's, the hell? Oh. This is my first video. I'm not gonna play the audio because whatever, but I made a map in Half-Life 2. It's my first video. It's private. Look at the fraps. Oh shit. This was 17 years ago. I had a... Oh, what's that? Like and subscribe. 424 videos. Views, rather. I had another account before this one, but... Yeah. Anyways, if I go... Oh, so I have, like, Lamb of God songs and all this other bullshit. That stuff. A lot of this stuff is, like, some of it was moved to the other channel. But... Yeah, there's... I kept this one because, I mean, look at that. I just thought it would be silly, because a lot of people, when they watch... I think it happened before I noticed it, but a lot of people, when they find a channel that they like, they'll go to their channel, they'll go to videos, and then they'll do oldest, and they just like to see what the first one was, you know what I mean? So I figured, I'll keep this one up, why not, you know what I mean? And I think some people even commented about that, like, this is where it all started, or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. My first Kutku guide was in 2016. That's almost 10 years ago, dude. 10 years of my life, more or less, on and off. I've been trying to do this YouTube thing, you know what I mean? And sure, I took it more seriously a bit later on, right? But like, at a certain point, it's gotta make sense. And I don't know, man. Like... I just wish it could be now, or at least soon. Because I'll see some people like Super Rad, right? And he makes very good, or made, I don't, what's he up to actually? Hold on. What's he been doing? Like, I only ever saw him do the one, like the Frontier thing, and then that was it. Oh, he made Harvest Moon videos. And Fallout retrospectives. I see. I see. Is Super Rad like Aaron Hansen's cousin? Because this looks like just like Ego Raptor, right? But he made very good videos. But like his channel fucking blew the hell up. You know what I mean? And his channel is like, I don't even know how old. Yeah. Oh, he joined 2006, but. His oldest video is 7. So, not too far. His biggest ones were these ones, I think. Yeah, the History of Monster Hunter 5 years ago. These are very good videos. And the only reason I know about them is because he actually tagged me on Twitter. And that was like the first time anyone ever like acknowledged me. They look very alike to a weird degree, yeah. He's trying to play everything in 64 game. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it was just crazy. I guess for the most part he just kind of got lucky, and that wasn't really what he wanted to do mainly, which is fair. But you know, you got a niche and then you kind of stick to it. Like look at Otstarva, right? Otstarva is weird though, cause like he played Dark Souls for so long, and he wasn't a speedrunner. He was doing challenge runs, and he had a big old community. And then he was just like, I'm gonna play Dead by Daylight. I want to play Dead, and it's like, okay, I mean that's fine, but like, huh? And like now he's just the DBD guy, but at the time that was a big shift for him. And you know, a lot of people were like, "Hey, when's the next Dark Souls thing?" And he's like, "I'm not doing Dark Souls anymore." It's just weird, but yeah. PSP is cool, and I do want to at least eventually. I want. See, that's the thing, man. It's hard. I have to think about the finances eventually, because making these videos is not like in a vacuum, right? I still have to live. I still have to pay rent. I still have to pay for gas and food. I still have to eat. I'm still trying to lose weight. You know what I mean? I'm still doing all this other bullshit. And I just don't have the time because I'm working, or I'm tired, or I'm dealing with fucking bullshit from people. You know what I mean? And it's just whatever. You know what I mean? I forgot why I brought it up. But it's just been on my mind a lot, and I can't really escape it. And for all things considered, I am very lucky. But yeah, I don't know. I want to finish Portal 3rd, and from there, I really just don't know where I'm going. The smartest thing, arguably, would be Freedom 1. I guess. But I think it might be good to do games with like more, maybe World actually. It might be World time. If I just pay attention and if I be smart about it, the vocal minority all say like, or Generations Ultimate. People like Generations Ultimate a lot too. But all the people say like, oh, World's so good, or GU is so good, or whatever. And most people are starting to say Rise is good. Nobody is saying Wilds is good, you know? I think you should just think of things to do what you enjoy. That's what I'm doing over here. I've been uploading every day. Although, to be fair, I've been scheduling them. But 15 subscribers. You know, like nobody gives a shit about a variety YouTuber, dude. The reason I've blown up as much as I have is because I focused on my niche specifically. Like if I go to my live streams, I really like doing these. I like playing games that I like playing, and I like, you know, hanging out and doing all that stuff. But like, look, I did. People did not like that I named this that. You know, I mean, this just doesn't work. Also, I just don't have monetization unlocked because I don't have 500 subs. And I was mentioning that earlier for a moment because like the shorts I've been uploading have been doing very good, surprisingly. I mean, they're shorts, but like, you know what I mean? Like these are, holy shit. This one blew up, right? But I'm not getting anything from that. You know what I mean? Because I don't have 500 subscribers. Because nobody who goes through shorts subscribes, you know what I mean? It's just a mess, dude, whatever. And I've thought about it before too. Obviously there's the whole thing where like if like 1% or 0.1% of all my viewers got the cheapest membership or whatever, then it would equal this and that or whatever. But it's just whatever, you know what I mean? I have a soft spot for Freedom 1. I think Born and Kokoko has that covered. I mean, I would still do it just because, like, if I let that stop me, I probably wouldn't have made the Freedom Unite series because other people have done things. It's just they haven't done it in a way that I would want to, right? And what I always think is, you know, sure, this might have been done already, but it hasn't been done by me. So, if that makes sense. Found you from the Sword and Shield Kutku and I recommend. Enjoy a niche gameplay channels like yours. Sucks these kind of vids aren't what garner huge views instead of it. Yeah, I know. And that's the thing is like I do like doing what I'm doing now. It's just my friend when I was working for a catering company a long time ago, and I was basically mostly in the warehouse. It was a very small warehouse and very down, you know, very tight knit, very cool. And one of my friends worked there, and that's kind of how I got the job is through that friend. And what he told me was like he's just not making enough money there. And what he said was, I wish I could just be doing what my job is now, but I just wish I could be paid more. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how I am here with this channel. I love doing this. Otherwise, I would have stopped, you know? But part of it, it's like 50-50. Part of it is I like making these videos a lot. Part of it is that I feel sort of like I need to, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, to be honest, I don't really have anything left. You know what I mean? Music fell through. I don't know, variety streaming isn't really a thing. You know, whatever. Day late, $1 short, I missed the train, etc. But, yeah, I just wish it was more practical, if that makes sense. I don't know. I would probably play Freedom 1 instead of, like, the only time I would play, like, Monster Hunter 1 for a series would be, I don't know, honestly. But, I mean, it just makes sense for me to do Freedom 1 specifically because, you know, all my viewers are PSP players, so it just makes sense that if you play Freedom Unite and then you see I start making Portable 3rd videos, they're both on the same platform, you can very easily just, you know, go play, well, very easily, quote-unquote. And same thing with Freedom 1, right? Freedom 1's PSP, Freedom Unite is PSP, Portable 3rd is PSP. The moment I start moving away from this platform, I'm going to lose a lot of my viewers, I think. Not lose, but like they're going to be left behind, if that makes sense. And I want to not do that, you know, obviously. Is there value in playing Freedom 1 after playing Freedom 2nd? I mean, if you play Freedom 2nd, Freedom 1's going to be basically more of the same. If you play Freedom Unite, Freedom 1 is an interesting view into 1st gen. And I do think it's worth playing, yeah. What I always recommend is start with Freedom Unite because it's such an incredible baseline to sort of see the rest of the series from. Make sure you give it some time because you might bounce off it initially, but just try your best to stick with it. Give it a try. Once you get fed up, give it a break. Come back to it. Give it a try again. See if you feel any different. If not, then go to Portable Third. Give it a try. Do the same thing, and then you can maybe go to first gen just to see what it was like. And honestly, maybe you'll like Freedom 1. Why play Freedom 1 or 2 when there's Freedom Unite and DOS? Well, Freedom 2 is the base version of Freedom Unite, and Freedom 1 is just first generation. DOS is its own thing. Right, first gen is very rough. Playing 2G for around 2 years now and still breaching high rank, hell yeah. Freedom Unite is still probably, if not my favorite, one of my favorite in the series. It's the game that I started with, arguably, but you could also say that about 4th and generations. Just base generations. I miss the days when YouTubers could just be like, check this thing out I discovered. Yeah. And I still do that sometimes. And I like doing that. I like making those videos, and I like the off chance that someone's just like, whoa, this looks really cool, I like how sometimes I'll stream and someone will come in and be like, oh, Hetty's playing another game I've never heard of, Come on. Could even do 3U, maybe. I think from here I'll probably be doing World, but I might split between World and Freedom 1. I'm really not sure, honestly. I feel like World would be such a smooth video series to make, or guide series to make, There's just so much to deal with the older games. And I feel like starting with World, things start getting smoothed out. That being said, there's so much information to think about, and I don't know. Also World has already been covered by so many people, but I don't know, man. At a certain point, again, I can't let that stop me, or I don't let that stop me. Because sure, people have done it, but it hasn't been done by me. And that's the main thing I care about. Because I do think that the way that I do things has value. Outside of just me wanting to do it. I feel like I am a bit better at explaining things than some people are. Not to say that I'm perfect, obviously. But I feel like the way that I explain things, I feel like I'm pretty good at explaining from a level that doesn't assume that you know things, because I think a lot of times you watch guides or something and they just kind of assume that you know more than maybe you should, I guess, and that can be very frustrating to have to deal with. And I feel like at least at the very beginning of the guide series that I make, I try my best to pretend that people have never played Monster Hunter before. And that's also why I get so upset at games when they don't have good tutorials. Because I make fucking guide content. Of course I have, I have opinions about that. Uh-oh. Triple charge. Triple caution! Triple caution! Samir! I think World would be cool. I didn't know about Ultra Kills until you streamed it once. Hell yeah, yeah. Ultra Kill's great. I still haven't played, the new content. But I'll definitely... Definitely be getting back to that eventually. And yeah, part of the way I do things, man, that is so consistent. Holy shit. I forgot to take seats. Part of the way I do things is to try to be encouraging, because at the end of the day, I am kind of making guides for someone who is like me, because that's the only person that I could really know. If that makes sense. I try to... When I make content, I do it from the perspective of a viewer, I do it from a perspective of a player. If I was struggling, what would I want to hear? If I was struggling, what would I want to see? And that does mean that sometimes I gloss over some things, or I don't really go into detail about certain things, and you know, some things do get missed, some things do get kind of skipped over. But that's in the pursuit of making it simple enough to understand and easy enough to, you know, sort of digest, especially when someone is struggling. Because if someone looks up a guide video, they're probably not having a good time. So I don't want to add to that being like, oh yeah, if you want to fight this thing, it's actually very easy. And some people don't want to hear that. Some people don't want to hear it's very easy, or it's actually easy, or this or that. Or another thing is, they probably don't want to hear, this fight's actually very simple, all you have to do is go farm this set. You know what I mean? Because if someone were to tell me like, oh, this fight's really easy, just go get the Silver Rathalos set, I'd be like, alright, next video. You know, because it's just like I don't want to farm for 5 Rathalos rubies, right? Now, if they include a way to farm the Rathalos rubies that's very consistent and reasonable, then sure, maybe. But most guides aren't going to do that. A big reason, or a big thing I wanted to do, I forgot to sheath. Well, I'll get him next time. A big thing that I wanted to do was to show what equipment to use, because it was so annoying looking up a guide and seeing someone beat the shit out of a low rank monster using like G rank gear. Like, that's not helpful, you know? Like, that's like, they might be giving advice, sure, but like when I'm watching them do things, they're dealing like hundreds, you know, 200, 300 damage per hit. Like, that's not the experience I'm having, you know? So yeah, that's another thing is I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want it to be like too much. It's just, I don't know. At some level, there's a lot of thought that goes into making the videos, and on another level, there is some things that I just don't really consider. Maybe that I should. Okay. Yeah, he's leaving. That's why. I was gonna say I was either just too late or too early, or he was leaving. But yeah, you know, I mean. I love this franchise, you're a big part of it. I really appreciate that, yeah. I thought about it a bit ago, where it was like a couple months ago, or maybe a year, I don't know. I was trying to think, like, what am I trying to do here, really? Like, sure, I'm making guide content, sure, I'm trying to help people, but what is that in pursuit of? And I think it really is, I'm trying to help people enjoy things. That's the main thing. Or I want to encourage people as well. And that's why sometimes and I was thinking about that, because I was like, if I were to make content for other types of games, like, what would be a good fit, and like, what is the reason why I'm doing it in the first place? And it's because, you know, and there's a lot of things that could tie into. Right now, it's just, you know, it's simple enough for me to think about it. It's just like, okay, there are quests that you have to do. I can just show how to do them. But I could also encourage people by showing like a unique way to play, or maybe, you know, showing them, hey, you could try this, or, you know. Because sometimes people will pick a weapon and they'll just stick to it, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I just wanted to give people a reason to try, or especially a reason to try again, you know? If that makes sense. Seen a dude stream Dose, he failed at Cuckoo and gave up. Yeah. Yo, you should have seen when I first played Freedom 1. I was so, like, okay, bro. I came from playing Dark Souls, right? So I was used to, you know, kind of trying over and over and, you know, trying to get better. And I was literally like, I don't think the developers played their fucking game. I literally said that I don't think the developers even played their game to see if it was like possible or like enjoyable. That's what I said about Freedom 1. But obviously I think differently now. Damn. I don't even want to risk it. I could have, but seriously, this game is random. It just, there's no indicator as to when he's gonna do a short or a long one. I kind of want to wait, see if he does another dig, because I think I think he's close to capture. Yeah, he's close to capture. He's capturable now. I didn't want that to happen because now I can't Sonic Bomb him. Yeah, the guy in Rise who rage quit because of Kezu. And the funny thing is, like, when I saw that, when I heard about that, I'm like, I get it. I seriously get it. I understand. I seriously do. I know it's fun to kind of clown on him and like laugh or whatever, especially because he's like a Bloodborne streamer or something like that. So like he should know. But like I get it. And I think Super Rad, funnily enough, actually put it really well. He said like a lot of times you'll play the game for the first time and you'll completely bounce off of it. You're like, that's not really for me. And then maybe like a month later you'll try it again, and then it'll just click for you. And I really do think that's true, because for me at least, I played Freedom 1, had an awful time, decided, you know what, I'll just play the next game. Maybe that'll be better. And yeah, it was a lot better. For me specifically, none of the weapons felt good. Sword and Shield felt way too weak, and Great Sword felt way too slow. I've said this a lot of times, but I now know, of course, that neither of those things are true. Sword and Shield is very strong, typically speaking, and Great Sword is very fast, typically speaking. But I needed something in the middle, because I was used to using like a Claymore in Dark Souls, for example. It's like one of my favorite weapons, and it's like it's slow hitting, but like you're really fast. And so when I used Longsword, it felt so much more natural, you know. And if I were to recommend a weapon to use when you've only ever played a Souls game, I'd probably say Longsword, because that's just kind of more. Yeah, he's like super capturable right now. He just instantly enraged again. Kazu is a dick. True. Not fun of the series, but I love watching Eddie play. You make me laugh, and I enjoy laughing. True. I appreciate it. And that is another thing I was thinking of too, is like what I'm doing here. Why am I making these videos? I've always kind of thought, obviously I want to help people, but I think it's also interesting to think that, you know, some people will come to my videos from like playing Wilds or World or whatever, right? And they'll be like, I don't really have any intention of playing these games, but it's very interesting to see the monsters that I'm familiar with now. You know, I've fought Diablos and Rise dozens of times, right? But it's really cool to see them in other games, especially covered in relative detail, right? So you can kind of look into the past and be like, you know, nice, get fucked. You can look into the past and like see how things were, right? And I think that's very interesting, if only for the novelty. Even if people aren't using it as actual education to like try to get through it themselves, even if they're just watching just because they want to see what it's like, I think that's a really cool idea. And also, something I didn't even think about until someone started telling me was, particularly with my live streams, like, the idea that people just, like, listen to them in the background, I think that's so cool. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? It's just great. Because, honestly, I found myself doing that more, too. I didn't do that until, I guess, relatively recently, but now that I have, like, wireless earbuds and shit, I'll just be at work listening to YouTube, you know? Because, honestly, a lot of times, I don't really want to listen to music. And a lot of times, I don't even listen to what the YouTube video is saying. Like, I'll be washing dishes and shit, and I'll just be like, there will be a voice in my ear, but, like, it's just going in one ear and out the other completely. But, like, something about that is comforting to me, and my brain runs the risk of overthinking very easily. So having something like that to focus on, besides, like, my brain, is great and like good for my mental health. So yeah, you know, I just love that. I love that I hate to use the word value, but if I can, like, you know, give value, I guess, to someone, and because when I say value, it feels so transactional. There's this one YouTuber that I watch every now and then, and he's at the end of the videos, he says, I hope this video brought value to you, or whatever, and it's just like, that's such a weird way to look at it. Like, I don't like that. But then again, I mean, you know, like I said, I wish people didn't have to work. So I wish people could choose their job, rather, if that's better to hear. I wish working was a choice that people had. If people could choose to run a garden. Okay, hold on. Let's save first before I do anything. Before I push F4 and load a save. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. You can't see it, but my arms are also out. I honestly didn't think it was real. I didn't think it would happen. Now I need one more. Oh my god. But yeah, I just yapped for a long time. Hopefully, you know, hopefully that made sense. Alright, so what's my weapon? It was the Barioth ice bow. Or, well, you know, Barioth bow. Oops. Look at that. Oh. Let's look at the armor. Like, I mean, let's look at the skills. So, tremor resistance. It's the Blanganga armor. Critical draw. Okay. And then this is like this is a nothing negative. Hey Lester, thank you, appreciate it. Still not 70 though. True, actually true. I really appreciate it, Lester. Stamina thief, critical draw, tremor resistance. This game has punishing draw, right? Doesn't it? Or does it? Does it? Maybe not in low rank. That's interesting though. Hold on. Like this is a nothing negative skill unless you're using a status weapon. But I don't think so. This could be good against Jen, wouldn't it? Or does he do wind pressure? Well, no, he does tremors. The great sword set, maybe, because you get focus from Lagombi. I think. Or no, you get speed. Quick sheath from I don't know, dude. Let's see. Yeah, I do actually like in the old games where there's like a weapon matchup for each monster, right? On the one hand, it can be very frustrating, and I have been very frustrated with some monsters requiring me to switch off the weapon that I want to. You get focus from Pumpkin? Okay. On the other hand, I do think it's more interesting to look at the game as, you know, using all the tools you have available to you, right? Good night, Vildora. Thanks for hanging out. But yeah, Vin, I normally use longsword, but right now I was using the bow. But yeah, on the one hand, I do like being encouraged to switch weapons, but on the other hand, I don't... It can be very frustrating, especially if it's extremely restrictive, right? I feel like Diablos is a bit too restrictive in this game, for example, and I feel like Tigrex in 2nd Gen is also very restrictive. To me, as of right now, I can only really recommend someone using bow against Diablos in Portable 3rd, as far as I can tell. That'll probably change, maybe. But, and then I can only really recommend people using Lance in versus Tigrex in Freedom Unite, which I only really found out in G rank, so, and honestly, it's only really a thing in G rank. Like, you can use most weapons against Tigrex in low and high, but in G rank and in Netcode's high rank, like, I would just recommend using Lance because he's so much faster. Okay. Well, none of these skills get upgraded, so all of these slots could basically be used for something else. Which, yeah, I mean, the main one I'm thinking of would be speed sharpening, of course. And then with one slot left over, you can just get status attack down. Now the thing is, this was a bitch tough farm for. This gives status. Hold on, let me just. I'll do it later. I won't do it on stream. I'll find some sort of alternative to this armor set. It looks really cool though, with the the whole thing. All right, now I just need one more. Now I know that you probably shouldn't farm for this. Uh-oh. Yo. Actually out. I haven't actually looked at the non-monster armors. I would like to once I clear the village quests. I think I might make a video saying like, hey, so I've covered all the monsters and the monster armors. I think it'd be good to cover, the ones that aren't, like the iron set, like the leather, the pumpkin set, the Banahabra set, you know what I mean? All the ones that don't require monster parts specifically, or not, they're not like big monsters, right? So leather, all this stuff, for example, Alloy, Banahabra, Renaplos, Slagtoth, not large monsters. So Jaggy I've already covered, Arzuros I think I've covered. Most of these I've covered, and then, you know, as you go forward, I've covered them. I haven't covered Steel Mail, for example, or Viking, you know, stuff like that. I think that'd be kind of cool, and just have the video just be armor, like the other armor sets, but... I have heard of Pumpkin Set, yeah, because of the focus, for sure. Yeah, gotta do it again. So, again, the reason I'm not gonna recommend people do this is because I just fought 27, and that was my first Majestic Horn. Do I have funny sounds of Necroarch? I don't have like a soundboard, but I can be like, yeah, something like that. Dodi dodi dodi. Dodi 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 dodi. That's all I know. Something, something. Good enough, thank you. That was really good, thanks. The way you approach monsters is so fundamentally different in World compared to the Portal releases. It's throwing me off as a longsword player. When I first... So, my experience with World is funny. I came from 4, which I didn't like the longsword changes, right? So, I switched to Greatsword. And then towards the end of playing 4 Ultimate, I started using the Charge Blade. Very good weapons. I had a great time. And then going into World, I used, I think, Greatsword and Charge Blade, but I think mostly Greatsword, and it's such a good weapon in World. Holy shit. But then eventually, I think starting in Iceborne, I went back to Longsword, and oh my god, dude, it took me so long to figure out the Foresight Slash. I don't think people understand or quite realize how difficult it is at first to figure out Longsword. They always look at it and they're like, oh my god, you get like 600 fucking iframes. Oh my god. You know, like, shut up, bro. Have you ever tried to use the weapon? Like, I would be evading in the wrong direction. I would be evading too soon or too late. Like, it's tough, dude. It took me a long time to figure it out. And now I have just the muscle memory, so of course I'm gonna be good at it. Of course people who use longsword are good at the weapon, but like, it's just crazy, dog. And in World, I never even used EI Spirit Slash. I would, starting in Rise, I would start using it, and now going back to World, I'm much better with it, but like, you know. It's just crazy, but yeah, it's an adjustment for sure, absolutely. Same thing going from Freedom Unite to Portable Third. I seriously initially kind of thought of it as just a nerf. And to be fair, like, Freedom Unite Longsword is much easier to keep up the damage, if that makes sense, because you just have to fill the you just have to fill a gauge once, basically, right? Because they didn't really give us any tools to get the level up like they did in 5th gen, it's just tough, and it felt like just a pure nerf. And honestly, it kind of is. But, you know, it's much more interesting, for sure. And I think once you do get to red gauge, you're stronger than you would be in Freedom Unite, but I don't know for sure. But now that I've used it more, and I understand that you're kind of supposed to attack the air, and, you know, stuff like that, it makes so much more sense to me now. But before, it was always like, well, I attack the monster, and I can't even get the full combo off before they've turned around and smacked me, right? Or I'll attack the monster, and then I'll have them flinch or cut their tail off, and it's like, well, now I can't do the combo, because now they're just gone. Yeah, most people who criticize Longsword don't play it, absolutely. That's just true. But yeah, we bring bombs. Yeah. What was I saying? I forgot. I lost track of my thought. Remember Monster Hunter 3, I killed 63 Rathalos and plus 25 Azure to get 1 gem. Oof. Damn. Yeah, the felines are great. I hate all the Blade Master weapons in old gen. Anything pre-GU. Fair enough. Honestly, fair. I think I used bow in Generations, and I was doing like a pseudo speedrun with some guy. I don't even remember. It was just someone I met and was like, hey, do you want to try speedrunning? And I forgot. I think we were fighting Malfestio or something, and we were using like Rathalos bows and shit. And it's like, we weren't like extremely good, obviously, but yeah, it was a good time. It was really fun. It was fun, like, optimizing and figuring out, like, what attacks to use and using traps and all that stuff. It was a good time. Playing Generations was the peak of my enjoyment in the series, probably. Because I wouldn't communicate with the other people I was hunting with at all whatsoever. But it felt so good when everything lined up. Because people just kind of knew what to do at a certain level. And I think that's such a fun thing. I love that so much. It really made me enjoy the idea of, like, not having communication tools in a game. Because, you know, you have to kind of know. And there's this unspoken language between, you know, people who kind of know how to play and all that. I'm just gonna wait for him to come up. Early World had harder foresight compared to Iceborne and Foresight. You mean like the amount of frames you get? Because they changed it in Iceborne where you needed to have a spirit gauge, but before you didn't have that. You didn't have to, which is kind of funny. I feel like some people would pick up Longsword, try to do a Foresight. It wouldn't do anything because it didn't have spirit gauge, and be like, I don't get it. Why does it work sometimes and it doesn't sometimes? It's like, bro, I don't know. Hey Zoe, what's up? Hey D-Snoof, good to see you. It's easy to keep it up, yeah. Look, man. ED affects thousands of men. Or whatever. Something something bottom text. Yes. Yeah, that's me. Why does it only work sometimes? Holy shit. Okay. It's getting too real out here. Oh shit, I need to... Just remember that your performance is not your worth. You are more than just what you can do for someone else. Remember that. Even if no one really wants to say that, even though it's too early for society to really come to terms with that, you gotta know it in your heart. Even though we're probably many years off from that being like a common sort of thing, you gotta understand it, because it's the only way you'll cope with the pain and the... Anyways. Why don't I use a small bomb too? I mean, why would I? I could just use the paintballs. Was to ask if Diablos is still insta-digging? Yeah, he still does it. It's really weird. Sometimes he'll just do it like really fast, and I seriously can't tell like when he does or doesn't. I think he's enraged, huh? Like, he didn't do it there. That was really fast, but it wasn't instant. Now, if you're watching and you want advice on how to fight this thing, you can kind of just do what I'm doing. You can see that sometimes when he gets too close, I just roll through the tail. If you can roll through the tail, you should do that, obviously. But for the video, I'm going to play it a lot more safe, a lot more cautiously. Like, you know, I'm obviously not going to roll through attacks. Yeah, for using the sonic bombs, I think you have to have, like, really strict timing as well. 3. Then we sheath and flash him. Just whip it out. Oh. Ow! I was just a little too late. That fucking sucks. The timing is really strict. Whoa. offline, by the way. Oh, shit. Oh my god. That was so unlucky. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, just get the Narga set and roll all the attacks. I mean, I am gonna recommend the Narga set because it has evade extender. This set doesn't give you evasion skills, it just gives you evade extender. It gives you evade extender, sneak, and stamina recovery if you have gems. Funny, I also picked a bow for Diablos. Yeah, I mean, I think ranged weapons in general are probably just going to be good against Diablos. I would recommend a light bow gun, but I can imagine bow being really good too. And this one, I would absolutely recommend bow for sure. This method works incredibly well. I think he's leaving. I don't think he would try to do it twice if he wasn't. Yeah, he's leaving. Yeah. Start digging in your sand, twin. What? What? One thing about this model is it's not very expressive, right? Like, it's just got open or closed eyes. Oh. Sheath! What? Huh? Do it again. Do it again. No! Watch, he's gonna get enraged. I can feel it. Come on, dig. Dig for me. Dig for me, twin. Okay, bro. Yeah, he's for sure getting enraged before he digs. The bite has a really small hitbox, fortunately. I want to try range. There it is. I want to try range an old gen. No, it's not. He's not raged yet. I'll probably get frustrated. It really depends, for sure. It took me such a long time to figure out how range works in old gen, and it's funny because like in Worlds, it got complicated again, and I'm lost again. And it's funny because in Rise, oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. Ah, he's dead. In Rise, I just made the Malzeno light bowgun, the Pierce one. Alright, peep this one. Back-to-back Majestics. It just wasn't meant to be. I just have the rapid light bowgun Pierce set with like Berserk and all that shit, and like it would just shred monsters. It would just kill them. And that was a lot of fun, but it didn't really tell me how to use the weapon. I just kind of put it on when I didn't want to think. It's pretty funny. Yeah, no horn, unfortunately. Next one for sure, though. Next one for sure. Thinking I never knew I could do that. Actually, true. Yeah, the Necroarch model isn't terribly expressive, I guess. Like if I look angry, like this is just how it looks. But then I can push the angry button, and it looks angrier, but it's super subtle, and it's a toggle, so I have to push it. And I can push the sad button. But it's, again, it's very subtle. And when I play horror games, I do this one because it kind of looks scared too. You know? But it's a toggle, and it being a toggle makes it very hard to do it in whatever. In live, it's hard to do it in the moment. Yeah, bow is going very well. This is extremely good. If you want to farm for Diablo stuff, I would recommend doing this. Oops. Yeah, element's really good for bowgun. Generally speaking. You try Portable Third again? I have a habit of starting the games and never quite finishing them. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I think the only reason I finished Freedom Unite was because of the guide series, because I think I'm the same. When I played it before, and honestly, I think if other people are like that, playing along with the series could be a good way to help them play through it as well, you know? Maybe. But when I played before, I think I got close to the end of Neko's quests, and then I stopped playing. Or rather, I turned cheats on to see what was at the end. But I didn't actually fight the monsters. So I did see Yukonlos and Yamatsukami. Well, I saw that before. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I didn't actually fight them. Oh, I got one from the cats. I was like, why do I have a flash bomb? It's actually crazy. It's like they know, chat. Chat, it's like they know. Chat, they know. Chat, it's like they know. Yeah, Portable Third is pretty short, yeah. That being said, I feel like it's got more friction. No, it's kind of like, I don't know. The monsters have gimmicks that you kind of have to know, otherwise you're just going to have a terrible time. And I'm not a huge fan of that. Like, fortunately, I already knew about, like, Giganox and Duramboros and stuff like that, but, like, if you were brand new, or in Barioth especially, like, then you would not really be able to tell. Can he use a hammer in the next Diablos fight? No. It's gonna be bow and nothing else. I'm not even joking. I'm not gonna recommend anyone use anything other than bow. That's the end of it. That's the long and short of it. I do not recommend you use a melee weapon against Diablos. Specifically if you're struggling. If you're not, then go ahead and use whatever you want. But if you want advice from me, you're coming to me for advice, I'm going to tell you, pick up the Barioth bow in low rank. And for high rank, I'm sure there's going to be an equivalent bow that you can use. You can do this thing too. But I don't know, because I'm not there. For me, I get annoyed at a certain grind or a certain monster and I take a break. Oh, I remember now, yeah, it was Neko's Kezu. That's when I stopped playing. I'm pretty sure, or at least that was one of the reasons. Hey, what's up, Q-Tip HGTV? How's it going? Good to see you. Peter. The Horn is here. What's up, Justice? Good to see you. Yeah, I need to hunt like 70 more Rathians to unlock Silverlos and Goldion. Yeah. It is kind of funny, you need to unlock them and fight them, huh? Can I get this, or is it going to be instant? Or is he going to move the area? Yeah, okay, whatever. Peter. The Peter is here. Peter is here. Hi, we We hear you have an animal that is injured? Something. Something PETA is actually terrible for animals. Ow! Am I so good using bow? I feel like bow is just good. I mean, I'm not really that good with bow. Uh-oh. I mean, I'm just good at the game, so like I can kind of use. Also, I've had a lot of practice, like I guess recently. But I mean, this is just that easy. That's why I'm going to recommend using this. Like, you know, like that's it. This is just, it just makes the fight so simple. And that's the funny thing, like people think about the old games and they're like, oh, it was so much harder. Oh, it was this and that. It's like, dude, if you just figure out what weapon to bring, like the games are really not that hard. Nowadays, it's the same thing except you get to choose more weapons to bring. So, like, whatever. Fight Diablos with your bare fists evil. So true. Wait, are the bare fists evil? Is that what we're saying? I gotta get the lore. Family Guy cutaway gag featuring Peter as a monster hunter. That would be sick. Oh, I need to drink a cool drink, huh? Oh, you fucker! I might be dead. Oh, are you kidding me? Please no. Okay. Again, like, why didn't he do it instantly there? That could have killed me, honestly. Yeah, where people think the most meta weapon is longsword, it has and actually always will be. I don't know about bow, but definitely the range weapons. I want to say like heavy bow gun has been like up there, like pretty much since the first game. But yeah, it's just silly, dude. The vocal minority and the elitists and the tribalists, like they don't have good takes, but they're so fucking loud and obnoxious that other people will find them, and it just makes it. It gives them the courage to keep saying their stupid dumbass takes. When, like, nobody actually gives a shit and people all think that they sound dumb as hell. But, you know, because they're so loud and obnoxious, like... Okay, he's leaving. Cool. Great. Because they're so loud and obnoxious, you know, other people will inevitably find them. And nobody cares enough to dunk on them and be like, no, dude, you're a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like, it just kind of sucks. It's a self-perpetuating cycle. And that's why I feel the need to speak out against it, to show people that, no, that's not normal. These guys are fucking stupid. But, you know, whatever. It's a whole thing. And unfortunately, like I said before, the more we just let people get away with saying dumb shit, like, the more people are going to think that that's normal. And then they're going to act that way because they just think that that's normal. It's the same shit with, like, telling people to just get good instead of giving them, like actual advice. Like, that's not helpful. For April Fools, make a 3U video that's just 3 seconds long saying use Kelby bow. True. Alright guys, what do you think? Leave your predictions in the chat now. Too late. It's a twisted horn. Look how many I have! I have 36! Oh. Yeah, Plesioth with hammer is not a great time. I wouldn't really make Majestic Horn. Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence for sure. I really need to do this more often because even if the grind is like horrible, doing it on stream and just like talking and, you know, shooting the shit makes it so much better. You know what I mean? Yeah. This grind is now worse than me getting purple Dipsero, sword and shield and dose. Oof, yeah. I don't know what's wrong, because it says it's an 8% drop, but I can't, like, it doesn't feel like that's true. Do the Joker twisted horns are just normal horns? Actually true. Actually envision you having 69 twisted horns by the end. No! Don't do that to me! Maybe I should try capting? I mean, it wouldn't hurt, right? Oops, I don't know why I did that. Just in case, like, the information that we have is wrong, I guess. And then if I do get one, well, I wouldn't really be able to tell, would I? Well, I could, well, there's a chance, but... what if I cast upon you? It's all good. Hey, that's just more content for me. Pet your Poogie, true! Captain America. This is the waste. I want to say it's like always the waste that needs like the annoying part, but I don't. At least that's the case with the Rathalos armor, which is why I use the baggy coil here. I don't know. That's another thing. Like obviously, if I was playing this normally, I would not be doing this. Like making each armor set. But honestly, this is a lot of fun making the armor set. What do you need the horns for, if I may ask? It's for the Diablos waste. And I'm doing this solo, and I'm doing it in low rank because this is the quest that I'm like. So this is all in preparation for this quest, Horned Wyvern Hunt. So when I make this video, I'm going to have at the end of the video like the armor set, right? It'll be like, let me give you a preview of the end of the video. It probably won't be with the lance, but this is what I do. I come out here, I hit record, I go in, and I hold down, and I step 5 times. And then I'm like, to make the armor set, this is what you'll need. And then I'll have the text come up on screen, and it'll say, you know, whatever the fuck. And then I'll show, like, you know, what you do to get different things and whatever. And then after that, I'll tell you straight up, I'm going to say, I do not recommend that you make the waist for this armor set. If you like the skills that it has, that's great. Here's an alternative that you can get to get the same skills with all of the pieces except for the waist, because, oh, you know what I mean? So, now that I've pet Poogie though, yeah, to make this armor set, sell your soul to Diablos, yeah. To make this armor set, let's go gambling! So, that's how that'll be. Oh. To make this armor set, don't. Actually, if I can remember, that'd be a really good joke for the Silver Rathalos armor. Because don't you need a ruby for each part? So that'll definitely be the caveat. Be like, yeah, I think this armor set is like meta as fuck, but bro, you're gonna be farming for a long time. What does Diablos give you in Portable Third? It is, at least for the Blade Master, it's critical draw. Oh my god, I already forgot. Critical draw is the one I remember. It gives you negative status attack, which, like, okay. Oh my god. I cannot remember. It's critical draw... something else. Yeah, a ruby for each part. I'm good. That's how it was in Freedom United, at least. Dude, I cannot remember. I'll check after this hunt if I remember, which, spoilers. I think all the cats are dead? No. Yeah, in the video, I'm not going to be sleep bombing. Although, I mean, I kind of should, honestly. Huh. Yeah, well, I'll sleep bomb with the regular bombs that you can buy. It is a ruby for each part. Yeah, it is. It's awful. What am I farming for? I have a video idea for Freedom Unite to just like make one of each of the armor sets and talk about them. Yeah, there's a reason that one hasn't come out yet. It's yeah. Even all of the low rank armors, dude. Like I still have a couple that I don't have for one reason or another. Okay, bro. All right, little bro. Farms for Ruby, get depression instead. Yeah, real. What's up, Jim? Good to see you. Let's eat my seeds. Huh? Oh, it's too much work. God, I need to get a soundboard. Actually, I think I have a soundboard. It's also a death counter, which is funny. Eat my seeds. Tag us when the video drops in 2030. Yeah. Honestly, for that one, I might just end up cheating. I'm not really sure. At a certain point, I can't be asked to just make the whole... Was that a triple charge and I just didn't realize it? Holy shit. Oh. I think his horns are almost broken. Maybe like 1 or 2 shots. If I can land them. For my number pad, I have that for all of these. Like this is 0. This is period. This is 2, 3, 6, 9, 5, 8. But let me see. I do. I still have it. Death counter and soundboard. That's so funny. It's a stupid bit. I mean, all of my bits are stupid, but... Let me see. Okay, and then the key will be just, like, up arrow. How loud is this? Jesus! Very loud. Ah! How do I edit this? Sorry. Why is it so loud? Now it's very quiet. I hate this game, real. There we go. Hey, what's up, Navin Varman A/L Kathavar Ryan Mo? What's up, Mo? How's it going, Mo? I'm tired of Freedom Unite. Got destroyed by 2 monopolists. Honestly, fair. I hate this game. True. Been farming that boss for more than 3 hours and still have not got the weapon you want. Oof. 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 Play with 8 for the rest of the entire hunt. Wait, what are we doing? Why is this so hard to find? Why is it... Okay. Your package came in the mail? Okay, that's it. That was stupid. It's dumb. It's whatever. Shut up. Boo. But now I have the... Do you like the hotkey where I'm jar shaped? Or I'm shaped for... Or, never mind. Forget it. Still in the Black Ember Masterminds and Wilds. Oh yeah. Rotten Tomato skit here. Not on a Sunday. So true. Yo, Headwind, your name is like half mine. Eddie, which guide will you do first? Ignactor or Diablos? Honestly, I haven't decided yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. I never thought that sound is basically a kinky vine boom. Yeah, pretty much. Had he put an Echo Arc in the jar? I was thinking about it. That would definitely be like a Twitch like redeem. just but I don't know how I'd set that up. I wonder if YouTube Studio has a just like a jar object that I can use. Come on, dig for me, you fool. Okay. I like the sound effects that like bows and bowguns make. Or honestly, just interesting weapon sounds in general are very cool. Like the sword and shield sounds that sound like a Velocidrome and stuff. I don't think I'm ready. Oh. Yeah. I think maybe 2 since he's not tired. Maybe 2. That sounds about right. That feels about right. Yeah, it was 2. I had to take a break from Freedom Night solely due to Cephalos. Fair, reasonable. I wouldn't want you to not take a break. Hunting Horn is great. Phoenix sounds true. Do not boo. That was comedy gold. Thank you for the Reddit silver, kind stranger, or whatever. I'll have a glass of your finest red. Yeah, the elemental attack effects are cool. If nothing else, I love using like a fire weapon in Freedom Night and it just fucking exploding every time. It's very funny. I shouldn't do that. That's greedy. That's greedy. You know that one gif where it's like, that's bait? It would just be that, but it's just, that's greed. You dig it in me! Getting a Diablos upward charge from the rear. So true. They dig it in me, twin. I'll get around to making the Dune clip montage eventually. There was a lot of funny moments in that call. If you know, you know. Wow, I missed. I'm just tired. Is he gonna get instantly enraged again because he's weak and about to be captured? Or capturable? Did I bring... I did. Get staggered. Oh, imagine. Gunhammer is super cool. Is it a meme weapon? I thought it's just a fire hammer. It's a very cool design. Very, very cool design. Is he eaten? Yeah, there is a Discord. Hey y'all, if you're enjoying the content, feel free to like and subscribe. There's also links down below to my Twitter, Twitch, and Discord if you'd like to follow me or join us. That'd be great. There's also links to my second channel, my third channel, and my music channel. If you'd like to check those out, that would be great. 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 Ha. Cool. Thank you. Do it. Please. What do you think of the Omega Sword and Shield and Insect Glaive designs? When I saw it, I thought that they looked kind of like Warframe. Or at least the armor. But also the weapons too. But they look good. They look cool. Should probably go back to bed, but funny gamer stream. So true. There is going to be a VOD. Or so I've been told. Okay. Okay, calm down. I joined the Discord. I remember when I first made the Discord, I was like, I even put it in the end of my video where it's like Discord. Now that it's kind of a big community, and okay, I got hit by that. I'm pretty happy about it. I have a soundboard to plug channels. That would be pretty smart. That would be smarter than I'm capable of doing. Okay, then he leaves. Bro hits me with a shitbox, then he leaves. That's crazy. I disagree. If I join, new people scare me. True. I mean, you don't have to talk or anything. You just lurk. Lurking is fine. That being said, you can't be worse than some of the viewers there. Not naming any names. But there is this user named Joe Mama. I'm just kidding. No, Joe's cool. Get staggered, idiot. Oh, imagine. Yeah. And now I have you exactly where I want you. Bye. It's a meme weapon for me, cock the hammer. Hey, actually, that makes sense. That's funny. Deco arc with a gun telling people to join. True. True. Ah! All I do is lurk in the Discord. True. I do what I'm doing in most other servers, post one thing a month and vanish. Fair enough. We got a pretty cool meme channel. Specifically all the pinned stuff. I'd like to pin stuff that's like actually funny. And now we have 250 pins on Discord instead of 50, so that's cool. Tell you what. Tell you what. Tell you what. I don't know, that was stupid. That didn't even make any sense. I feel like I said I'll do something or I'll show something or something after this one, and I forgot what it was already. I told you I'd forget. I remembered that I forgot, though. So I'm getting there. Hey, what do you guys think about the dynamic lighting on the model? Where it, like, changes color based on, like... Oh. I think it's pretty slick. I also added a stroke and a drop shadow to it, and I think it makes it look so much better. It makes it pop for real. Capture! That's what it was! Oh my god, thank you. Ah! You said you'd give everyone watching a free cookie. True. Imagine if I didn't get caught on his chin. Hey! Whoa! Oh, you motherfucker! That was one frame off. Him's gonna dig now. Oh, get fucking capped, bro. Get capped. Cap and gown, bro. Oh, wait, what? There we go. Let's look at the memes. The memes, Jack. Oh. The hell is that? What is it? Like, alright, we're deep in monster territory. Let's just lie low and camo up. Way ahead of you. I saw this on Fortnite once. Meowster, we're in a desert! He's next to that ghillie mantle, open fire! Like, that's just funny. This one's funny. But you know what, here.
Are you mocking me?
This one's great. Your Honor, in my defense, who cares? Like, oh my fucking god, who cares? Like, come on. I don't want to show that because it's someone else's like content, but this one's really fucking funny. This one's PK Blast. Like,
That looks stupid. PK down.
It's very funny. I should probably get the loot before it disappears. You're not gonna believe this, guys. Diablos Marrow. Diablos Ridge. Okay. But Twisted Horn. But this other one. Diablos Fang. Nothing good ever happens. Oh, the Diablo skills. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, yes. I love Bidoof, yeah. The armor skills for Diablos is Tremor Resistance, Stamina Thief, and Critical Draw. Which is interesting. And then Status Attack down, which, I mean, whatever. But Critical Draw is the main thing here. It's interesting that it has... Oh, wait, what? Adds Fatigue Status to attacks. What? That's actually kind of pog, huh? The fuck? But it is definitely like a great sword armor. Punishing Draw is in the game, yeah. I don't know what Gunner gives just yet. Nothing ever happens, yeah. What is it? Voices of the Void or something like that? Maybe I'll play that sometime. That'll be funny. Have you checked if Cap gives a better chance? I don't... so, from what I've seen, it doesn't. So... yeah, I'm sorry for the fucking fandom flashbang. Monster Hunter 3 third and you, so that, and then Portable third. I know this isn't like the end-all be-all of resources for this game, but this is like this is where I get my information, and it hasn't been really that wrong before. But yeah, so there's only one Majestic Horn search here, and it's just on the horn here. You have to break both, and it's 8% allegedly. Again, ideally I would just go to high rank, but at that point, like, there would just be better options, I think. I don't know. At that point, you would want the medulla. So, I don't know, man. It's brutal. So I don't think capturing actually does. I don't know. I mean, obviously I only tried it once, so. That being said, I'm not having a bad time. Like, farming with the bow is such a chill time. This is just such a good fight to use bow. Which is hilarious, because, like, when I first fought, you know, when I first did Diablos, I was like, what? I want to use Lance, because he charges, right? And I can just hold the shield up? No. No, don't do that. No. Rather, why do that when you can just not do that? Wow, somebody said, yeah, you can just, like, use all the things from here. That's actually insane. Gonna go back to bed now. I have to be up at 9 a.m. and only have 3 hours of sleep. Oof, yeah. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging out. Makes you want to play Portable again? You should. Prefer big stick energy? Fair. Great sword go chunk? Fair. I mean, it's the wrong choice, but I mean, you can do that. I'm kidding, obviously. The original wiki is my only religion. I have faith in the wiki. If it says I can find spirit tuna in Area 4, the old volcano fishing in the lava, I trust the wiki. Fair. Usually bonk every monster. Playing bow is really chill every now and then. I mean, yeah, I usually just use, you know, longsword pretty much. But because I'm making a guide series, I don't want to just use... I don't want it to be a longsword guide, if that makes sense. I'm not... That being said, I will use longsword, of course, but I'm not gonna, like, only use longsword, you know? My main goal is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. Is to help people through the, you know, the games, so... That means showing a spread of methods and tactics and strategies and all, but also, you know, ideally if I can find what's effective, then I'll do that. And for Diablos, it just seems like the most effective option that I've seen so far is going to be bow. Alright, let me do one more, and then I gotta go to sleep too. I gotta walk to work tomorrow morning. Because my car is in the shop. They haven't even fucking fixed anything. Tend to use every weapon to a degree. After I've established a few upgrade paths, my guild card tends to look like some sort of business diagram. True. So true. $635 village quests. What the fuck is wrong? Cheese to meet you? Who is this asshole? Oh. Bow is at 15, which is hilarious. I guess all of the bow usages have basically been Diablos. Yeah, you can see I mostly use longsword, and I think sword and shield was mostly just because that's in my gathering set, which is annoying. And yeah, I don't know. Whoa, Jasper box. Whoa, proof of a hunter. Nice. Yeah, ideally, especially in high or G rank, whatever the end rank is, ideally I can find whatever the most optimal or, you know, consistent, whatever, right, option would be. Dare I say the easiest option. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, this actually is the PS3 version. It's the HD version. But it works in PPSSPP, which is the emulator I'm using. What the fuck? Oh my god. I was pushing triangle and circle, it wasn't doing anything. Yeah, I don't use cats on my guides. Yeah, PS3 one has the same translation. Yep. Because it's, you know, it's the same version. I'm curious if the arc shots would do more status buildup. Oh my fucking god. True. Alright. Right. I might test it after this if I remember. I didn't bring bombs. That was close. Horn break. True. I too was promised a kaboomy. Oh, it's a quote? Nice. Probably a Marvel movie. Oops. Looney Tunes! I love Looney Tunes! They're me for real, for real. Chat, should I call out of work tomorrow? Or today? I haven't done it in a long time. And I could use a break. Nice. I think I might. Yes. Do a lunar? Probably. If I'm not a lunar, I'm a tuner. Booner? Oh, the guy from... This is the guy from New Vegas. Looning and also tuning, so true. Oh god. I'm looning right now. Guys, remember when Morbius was a thing? Feel old yet? Ah! Morbing so hard, yeah. A Morbillion. Ah. Why is bro so annoying? Why is little bro? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, he's exhausted. Nah. Oh, he's not enraged. One, two, three. The weapons I've been farming for is not a thing. Oh, uh-oh. Are you trying to farm a magnet spike? Because yeah, you might be out of luck there. Combinator. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. Hello, big raid. Huge raid. Hey, Nix. Hey, Header. Been a while, chat. Holy shit, Brian. Yeah. What is that I'm playing Borderlands for? Hi, Header. How's it going here in the trash bin? Good. Good. Well, now that you ask, I've actually been going through some rough times, so... Hey, where are you going? Get back here. Alright, Majestic Horn. Wait, what if I played a meme first? It's not even a meme. Hold on. Here it is. Oh my god. How does Twitch even work?
Why are you locked in the bathroom? You talking to me? Maybe you should try getting a job. Okay, where? Majestic 12. Maybe you should join Majestic 12 in a body bag.
The only reason I thought about it is because he says Majestic 12. Alright, check out this Majestic Horn, though. Fuck! Well, you know. Yeah, Monster Energy. Gamer's choice. Wow, gamer's choice. I actually love that video. Hold on. The fuck? Where is it? What the hell? Good mythical morning. We tried every Monster Energy drink flavor. Here it is.
Wow, Monster Energy. That's the gamer's choice. JC, listen up. This is important. That's the gamer's choice. It's about the NSF. That's gamer's choice.
Yeah. Well, I did get the first one. So, Majestic Horn confirmed to exist. At the very least. It's gamer's choice. Wow. Gamer's choice. What am I even doing? I'm trying to farm for a Majestic Horn. And it's horrible, man. Why would they subject their players to this? Fight a Latreon? Alright, bet. Are you sure that'll get me a Majestic Horn? It is an Argakuda set, yeah. It's actually really good. I'm going to recommend it for this video because of the evade extender. It's very good. Since when did I get a VTuber model? I mean, it's free. There's a link to it in the description if you'd like to check it out. I finally got a webcam, and I figured it'd be cool to mess around with it. I've learned a lot. Now fight Yamasu coming, so true. Yamasu, huh? I'm not sure this is the right way to add playtime. 5% drop rate, yeah. Well, everyone. That's going to be it for me today. Feel free to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. There are links down below to my Twitter, Twitch, and Discord if you'd like to follow me or join us. There's also links to my second channel, third channel. Yeah, I know. I've been live for 3 hours and I got to walk to work tomorrow, although I'll probably call out. I'm not really sure. I'm thinking about it. I don't know, man. Watch the VOD. Here's a spoiler. I might have gotten a Majestic Horn. Yeah, just say I hate chat. I mean, I thought y'all already knew that. Yeah, I'm gonna go for walkies. Alright, y'all. Links to my second channel, third channel, music channel. Check them out. Appreciate you. Second channel's been going crazy. If you like short form content or long form content or regular form content, have a good one. Bye.